Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit JaretGoesToTheMovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick, and this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
This is a true story about friendship that runs deeper than blood. This is my story and that of the only 3 friends in my life who truly mattered. 2 of them were killers who never made it past the age of 30. The other is a non-practicing attorney living with the pain of his past, too afraid to let it go, never confronting its horror. I'm the only one who could speak for them, and the children we were.
Oh, man. It's a fucking heavy intro. I mean, like, I was on a roll right before I played that fucking clip. And I was ready to just get in here and just talk some shit over some John Williams music. By the way, this is John Williams.
I know, right?
Yeah, super. I mean, you know, it's not like he doesn't fucking score a lot of movies.
I feel like he just got, like, a Roland keyboard the week before. He was just tinkering around and just made a soundtrack.
Right.
With it.
This movie was only nominated because of this fucking track.
Really?
Soundtrack, yeah.
Wow.
For Oscar.
Yeah, I mean, I think like every time John Williams does a movie, though, he just automatically is nominated, right?
Yeah, I think they're like, who should we nominate for score?
Yeah. Well,
They just
John
saw
Williams
the
did
name.
one.
Did John Williams make a movie?
Yeah. Okay, he's
it's the
he's
John Williams rule.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, everybody, my name is Jaret. This is a podcast coming at you however you listen to podcasts. It's called Jaret Goes to the Movies, and I'm excited to be here. Not really sure how we're going to make this into a hilarious podcast for you, because this week we're talking about the movie Sleepers.
I thought this movie was fucking hilarious.
Holy Jesus
It was
Christ.
funnier than Schindler's List.
With me, as always, is Rich.
What's up?
Fresh off of a halfly successful Father's Day.
50%
50% return Father's Day.
Hey,
and
in baseball, that's pretty good.
looking good, feeling good.
Better than last year.
And then, of course, fresh back from vacation to the Portland area and surrounding areas that could be driven to from there. Mr. Will Vark, the king of Sting, is here.
Hi.
He's adopted some kind of fucking new persona. He's shy. Okay, you can't say shy kid now. Not during this movie.
What?
I don't know. Let's just not fucking talk about kids at all during this movie. No children will be mentioned. Casey is not here this week, and it's a headache situation. It could be like a migraine. It's not that she's not feeling good, though.
No, she is not sick.
She's not sick. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's totally fine.
We were going to have a guest, but I couldn't book him in time.
Right.
Peter File was going to show up. And
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. We will have a new feature later on in the show, though, where Rodon James and David Murray, are two of our executive producers, will be going head-to-head in our first ever game of Versus 5 questions. And that, of course, is the game where there's 5 questions, but we actually ask you 6 and the high score is 7. Man, I'm glad to be back. I mean, we had a good one last week. Will, you weren't here, and now you're back, and Casey isn't here. It's like we can't get the fucking band together, guys.
Is Rich going to be out next time?
I don't know. I think if me or Rich aren't here for some reason, the podcast can't happen.
Oh.
And
so you're saying it can happen without me?
I think next week you're out of town. We're not doing it.
It seems unfair.
Yeah.
You know, y'all should have to fucking come over here. You know the code.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, just why not? Next week I am out of town. Well, I will have been out of town. I guess we should say that. So I will have been out of town, and so we will not have a show that.
No, next week you will be out of town.
Yeah, next week I'll be out of town. I don't know. I mean, do I really need to let the fucking world know I'm out of town?
Oh, that's true.
Anyway, I'm super.
And your address
I'm
is.
super fucking busy.
But you have big dogs.
Yeah, I do have some big ass fucking dogs. I had a great Father's Day. We had a nice brunch with mimosas, which again it's one of those things we ended up at the trades day, and I managed to stay off the dog aisle until the very end, and then of course we went there, and there was this little fucking. He was a little mix of one of them Cavalier Spaniels and a what the fuck else was he? But anyway, he
bear?
No, he wasn't a bear. Dude, that would be fucking cute though. Hey, Cavaliers or King, they're like a King Cavalier Spaniel and a bear.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you wouldn't like be interested in some kind of a bulldog or.
Well, it's always just like that's the reason why it's so hard.
Oh, I guess because Chris has one. Maybe that's.
Well, I mean, I like bulldogs, and I like.
Since Chris has a bulldog, he can't have a bulldog.
Well, it's Chris's thing.
Is it?
Yeah, really. I mean, it would be kind of weird if
I thought Chris's thing was throwing his pick in the air.
Well,
Well, that
that's
too.
kind of his thing too. Yeah,
Yeah, you can have more than one thing, Will.
yeah he's got. Dude, if I had more than one thing, I would be so busy all the time. Just the busiest guy in the world. I mean, and imagine the testosterone shots you'd need.
No,
I mean,
that's
my-
testicles.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Yeah, you only
fucking-
need 2 testicles.
You know.
Oh, what? where did we go with that? But I did. I had a good Father's Day. Then we went to the swimming pool and we drank a bunch of beer, and that's pretty much been what I've been doing. I've been producing a band called Not Your Girlfriends, who are these 11 and 12-year-old girls from right here in town, and they're so fucking good. And then I worked on the Allegheny Drive
At music.
thing a little bit. Yeah, they're so. Oh Jesus
Jeez.
Christ!
Well,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God. You're right. I wasn't supposed to mention
Yeah.
kids. Son
I'm
of
just
a bitch.
helping out.
Yeah,
That's all.
I know. I can't even fucking get near my other job.
Yeah, let's not even talk.
no.
Let's not even discuss it.
Don't even.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Again, this week we're talking about the movie Sleepers. I want to thank all of our Patreon supporters. You can find us on all of social media. It's super easy to find. I don't need to give you all of that stuff, but we love hearing from you on our Facebook. We love hearing from you on all of the socials, and we play little fun games on our Instagram. And do you know we do that? We have like a little trivia thing all the time.
I chip in every once in a while
Yeah.
and get the right answer sometimes.
Good stuff. I do want to thank our executive producers before we carry on and get into the movie.
Hold it together.
Because
Reddick.
what else would we get into? Our executive producers are David Murray, Ashley C., Sheila Ray Wonder, Wendy Croft, who wished me a happy Father's Day. I thought that was very nice.
Me too.
David Dooley, who offered to buy me a beer today. I thought that was nice. Diane Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, Rodon James, Eddie Weiss, ColonBlowBand.com, Lisa Wenzel also wished me happy Father's Day. As did Diane Small, by the way. Joel Robinson, Nigel Watson, Greg Pascal, Chris Holt, Tyler McCullough, Mark Ryan, Svee Hirsch, Josh Millman, Jason Randall, Braden Hazel, and Wayne Bullard. Thank you guys so very much for being such a huge part of our show and helping us to keep it going. Sleepers, it happened in 1996, and as we were talking pre-show, I was telling the guys, I mean, this is an area of movies where I am completely in the dark because I graduated from college in 94, and then, I just worked all the time. And then about 96 is when Bowling for Soup decided we were just going to give it a shot and just go. And, man, I don't think I saw a movie in the theater for 10 years after that.
Wow.
And so I was just constantly traveling and doing, stupid shit, to try to make a name for the band. So this one was completely off my radar when Casey, you know what it was? I thought we were doing Sleepers. I kept thinking, I kept telling Casey, I'm like, Sleepers, it's this movie. It's got like Julia Roberts and Kiefer Sutherland in it. They're doctors and they try to get as close to death as they can, And that
We're
is,
doing that one later.
are we? Okay, so that's Flatliners.
Flatliners.
Yeah.
I thought it was Sleeper with Woody Allen.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I did.
so yeah.
I did. I'm like, Sleeper, that's weird.
So she looked it up in the car a couple of days ago, and she read me the cast, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that this cast was this, and that I don't even know what it is. And you have to forgive me. My mouth is feeling a little bit funny because apparently I'm drinking soap. We got a new water cooler up here in the studio, and I decided I would rinse it with hot soapy water right before we do the show, and I'm pretty sure that I didn't rinse it out very well. But you know, fuck it. I'm gonna have a clean ass mouth.
Blow some bubbles.
I will. Sleepers, 1996. After a prank goes disastrously wrong, a group of boys are sent to a detention center where they are brutalized. Over 10 years later, they get their chance for revenge. I think that's a pretty good synopsis.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put that up there with Seven or
Groundhog Day.
Because that's just too fucking simple, you know?
Yeah.
But now we are doing 2 Brad Pitt movies in a row. We didn't mean to do that.
Sort of meant to do it.
We've done a lot of Brad Pitt movies though. Like we even took a poll once.
Yeah.
For people to pick the Brad Pitt movie.
That was the 7, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. It was
no, I thought it was the one that because 7 we just did last week.
I'm sorry. Fight Club.
Fight Club is what won that one. That makes a lot of sense.
I still want you to see 12 Monkeys. So good.
I do want to see that. So do we have an alternate synopsis?
We do.
Okay. Well, let's. Now, as always, Rich would like to retort with an alternate synopsis.
Sleepers. In this homage to the classic Monte Cristo tale, 4 Utes trying to shove as many hot dogs into their mouths as possible get more than they bargained for. By the way, the original title of this movie was going to be 6 Inches of Kevin's Bacon.
Oh my God.
I'm going to hell for this one.
Yeah, you are 100% going straight to hell. Jesus Christ. So of course.
Did you get my my cousin Vinny reference?
I did. That was good. And I also got your Monte Cristo thing. Of course, this movie, as you just said, stars Kevin Bacon as the villainous Noakes. Not my favorite Kevin Bacon acting that I've ever seen. And I don't know if he's regarded as like an amazing actor.
I don't run across a lot of child predators much,
right?
But I would think they'd be similar to this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like Tropic Thunder, right? You don't go full
You
retard.
don't go full.
You don't go full
child
petty
molester.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not good for your career.
Don't go full petty. That's probably not.
Be like girls too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. That could be a thing. And you know what? Maybe that's a fantastic point. He is playing a fucking creepy pedophile, and in the fucking 67 is when this happens.
That's when it starts.
Yeah. So, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Anyway, the motherfucker was creepy, and this movie is fucking crazy. Now, here's the thing. Did you guys notice that if you steal a hot dog cart, push it down a flight of stairs, kill a guy, go to the boys' home, get raped for a few years, everybody turns out attractive? Did you notice that?
They're
all 4 dudes are just
beautiful.
Like, yeah, they're all 4 of them. Who is this Billy Crudup that plays Tommy?
He's super famous. He's been in all kinds of
He's
stuff.
in tons of movies. I recognize the name, but I never recognize his face.
He's the big blue guy in Watchmen.
Yeah.
Okay, now I didn't know that. Now I recognize him from Almost Famous.
Yeah. Almost Famous.
That's
So
where I.
Are you face blind to certain famous people?
Face blind.
What do you mean?
So there's this is absolutely 100% for real for me. Every time we watch America's Got Talent or one of those fucking shows, there's this model girl that's one of the judges.
Okay.
Heidi Klum?
Yeah, Heidi Klum.
Okay. I always say to my wife, Simone, who is that?
Oh,
And
okay.
she's like, that's Heidi Klum. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. I know Heidi Klum's famous. I know her name. I do not know her face.
Well, I watch Project Runway all the time. That's how I know her.
Okay, so
But
yes.
I cannot recognize her face and say that's Heidi Klum.
I think that's a thing.
Yeah, so what did you call it?
Face blind.
Face blind for sure. There's a bunch of these that I like. There's a couple of super hot chicks that y'all talk about, and I can't ever. What's the
Simone.
Mark? What's the something element or whatever? Who's the girl that's in that
Element.
Fifth Element?
Yeah.
And I couldn't
Mila
Mila,
Jovovich.
yeah.
I couldn't pick that fucking girl out of a lineup. And then Charlize Theron, it's sometimes I can recognize her, sometimes I can't. But yeah, I get that.
I'm generally
she-
good at
It depends on her Charlize's makeup because she normally looks like the girl from Monster. Every other time she's in makeup.
What if she actually really did look like that? That'd be fucking crazy. So next we go to the man I thought he was my father for many, many years, Robert De Niro. And famous New Yorker. I mean, anytime he's in a movie that New York is represented, it's just it all centers around him. There's no way that it couldn't.
right.
And this is definitely no exception. He's just so fucking strong.
Yeah, definitely.
He's great with the acting with the kids, and just absolutely loved it.
I like
Loved
Robert
his
De Niro.
performance.
I like Robert De Niro. I liked him in this movie. I loved him in this movie. I think he's a good actor, but he always plays the same New Yorker. Like if he played a Texan, I'd be impressed. Right? I'd be like, fucking Robert De Niro's an actor.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that. I mean, he definitely, always comes across as the Brooklyn-y guy or the, what else is it that he does?
Just a wise guy from New
the
York.
wise guy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally.
It's the butter on his bread.
Sure.
Yeah, totally. No, I get that. So next up, we have Old John, which is Ron Eldard. I kept telling Casey that was Chad Lowe, Rob Lowe's brother.
I thought it was Tim Roth the whole time. I'm like,
He does look like Tim Roth a lot.
And then I looked up his name and I looked up the movies he's been in. I'm like, I thought that was Tim Roth in all those movies.
Right. So
No, he's great. I used to because I think I had seen this movie and that's what I first saw him. And then I started seeing him in a bunch of other stuff after this one. And I was really rooting for him. He had a show with Rob Schneider for a while, TV show that I liked. It was just a sitcom. And then he just fell off the face of the earth.
yeah, he definitely has a very recognizable face. I know I've seen him and stuff, but I
think he's a great actor.
Minnie Driver is in this. Are we going to have a Richter scale for her later in the
Yeah,
show?
we're gonna have,
Okay, so Richter scale will be later in the show.
Not Richter scale, but
Some sort of
would you
scale.
do her? Yeah.
Okay, would you do her? Minnie Driver. I've always had a little weird thing about her. I don't know what it is, and I think it's when she talks English, like her English accent is a thing for me. I don't know.
Like a positive or a negative?
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Dustin Hoffman is the defense attorney in this. Again, one of the greatest actors of all time.
He's amazing.
I love hearing he has these stories. Him and Robert Duvall and Gene Hackman. No, not Gene Hackman. Who's the guy that looks just like Gene Hackman that is in a bunch of shit? He's in Misery and The Godfather. And,
yeah.
Fuck.
He's an
what
elf.
is his name? Yes, he's the dad and elf.
Oh, James Caan.
James Caan. So all three of those dudes were roommates.
I was going to say Charlize Theron, but
all three of those dudes were roommates trying to make it in LA, and they just all have these great stories of going on auditions together and living in those hotels where all the up and coming actors used to live. And it's so fun when the whole team makes it. I always feel I like it. I like success. I like when people are successful. Terry Kinney is in this. He plays one of the creepy guards. I don't really know what else I would mention him to be in, but Bruno Kirby plays the dad.
Kills it.
He does, man.
oh
He
my
kills
god,
it.
so good.
And he's more of a comedic kind of actor,
Right.
like he's
Harry Met Sally.
Harry Met Sally. He's great in that, and he just absolutely killed it as the mean Italian, beating his wife with the belt. Dad, God, this is an Up movie. This is just fucking great. Frank Medrano plays the fat man.
Oh right, yeah.
He was in Usual Suspects, and he was actually in another really, really uplifting movie, the Shawshank Redemption, and he played a similar character named Fat Ass.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so he's cast in Shawshank in '94 as Fat Ass, and then Fat Mancho in 1996. So I don't think he's being typecast at all. Jason Patrick plays Older Shakes. What the fuck happened to that guy?
I think he got bit by a vampire.
Yeah, he
Oh, that's
he had that same
right.
problem where he was just killing it. Like this movie was his movie basically, and
He got overshadowed big time.
Speed 2 came along, and then he lost everything.
Yeah, so we get into the kids here. Joe Perino plays young. Who does he play? Joe Perino plays young Shakes, and he's gone on to do a few things. Brad Renfro plays young Michael.
He definitely is doing stuff, right? He's pretty big, Brad Renfro.
Brad Renfro is in a bunch of stuff. A bunch of like, well, he was even as a kid. I mean, he was in that movie Bully, but he's still. I mean, he hasn't been active since like 2008.
Oh, he has not?
No, so
Oh,
I don't think he's.
Well, he's
as-
done.
I haven't been either.
Maybe he's in college.
Jeffrey Wigder is still active. He's doing like a soap opera and
Nice.
a bunch of shit like that.
Can we talk about the height difference in the kid casting? Like, they got 2 kids. They're all supposed to be about the same age, right?
Well, I don't think that's just it. So I thought about that.
I think one of them was a year younger.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but a year? Those kids were like
So I'm
5 years apart. it
so
looked
I'm
like.
tall, right? I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school or even in junior high school, I was one of the smallest kids.
That
Yeah.
just seemed like 2 feet smaller?
Yeah, I was tiny.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I mean, and also, I don't feel like they have to be the same age. I mean, because where they're hanging
I
out
guess
is
not.
where
It
they're-
just, if you're going to cast, like, why give me something to go, well, that's
Well,
weird. Why
they
are
were
the
similar
same?
age because in the beginning they won the award in their boys' school and their Catholic
Right,
school.
You're right, and
they're-
they both died at
they
in
were
the
all-
same year, and they were the same age.
they were all
So-
friends at school.
I think they probably just were looking for the face to match the older actors, and
Right.
that was more important than.
The whole time I was like, which one is going to
Their
be Brad
actual
Pitt?
age.
That guy looks like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I will say though, I mean, even I have an 11-year-old, and his friends. There are some pretty big height differences sometimes. I mean, that's just a thing.
All right.
What the fuck you gonna do?
Did you ever notice that the kids that were tall in that age they stopped at that height?
Yeah.
And then they were the short adults?
Yeah, I was telling my son that the other day. There was this kid, Jeff Skinner, in 5th grade.
He was like a man already, right?
He was already growing a beard,
Yeah.
everything. And then he stayed that same height, and now he's a short dude,
Wow.
Like, it's fucking weird.
And I was like
Teasing.
I was this tiny little, they called me mosquito boy. I probably looked like a girl, a little girl.
You stomp on him now.
And now I'm huge, yeah. Not huge, but not all over.
Well, the original drummer for Bowling for Soup, Lance, who was with us the first 4 years, he
Jacked off a lot in the back of the van.
Landsylvania.
Yeah.
But he went into college like little 5'7" or something like that, and grew to 6'1" or 6'2" our freshman year in college, which was fucking weird.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, he had like a lot of growing pains and shit like that. But he ended up with a big dick, so he's got that going.
Domestic violence was a cottage industry in Hell's Kitchen, yet there was no divorce and few separations. The will of the church was forceful. For a marriage to end, someone usually had to die. Yet despite the harshness of life, Hell's Kitchen offered the kids on its streets a safety net enjoyed by few other neighborhoods. Crimes against people of the neighborhood were not permitted. When they did occur, the punishment doled out was severe, and in some cases final. A drug dealer from an uptown neighborhood moved heroin into Hell's Kitchen. The packet killed the 12-year-old son of a Puerto Rican numbers runner. It was the last packet the dealer ever sold. Hell's Kitchen was a place of innocence, ruled by corruption.
So they center a lot around his dad during this particular speech, and you see his dad just like he goes to his mom. I don't know if you guys caught this because he doesn't talk about it, but he says before he does this rant, he goes, "I've already put one wife in the
Right.
ground. Don't act like I won't put another one
Right.
in." And so because he's but then. Just what an interesting way to raise your kid. Like he took him out there to show him that the drug dealer has been fucking hung
Right.
in the streets. Like, hey, this is growing up.
Yeah, that's street growing up. That's like
Fuck yeah.
for reals.
Yeah, don't move into our fucking neighborhood.
So the Russian obviously grew up in Russia,
Right?
and she talked. We had this conversation a while back about how safe it was there in the USSR
Right.
because she mentioned one time that there was a guy that was supposedly doing some shady things with kids. The guy disappeared.
Yeah.
Dead.
That's
gone.
just it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's It's that's a scary thing. It's a scary
Yeah.
way to live. I mean, I get it. I mean, that's the way that it is there.
Well,
I mean, and you're talking about that's a country that is run by the mafia. And
Right.
at least as far as my knowledge is concerned, I mean, and that's what we were told over there. Don't bring merch because, they're not going to let you sell it anyway. They'll have your shit out there for sale. You just don't get any of the money.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was fucking crazy. We showed up, sure enough, all this merch. This guy just out there selling it, and and hey, can we each get one of those? No. Oh, all right. Well, have a fantastic day.
You pay 20 ruble.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a scary way to live in a situation, it's because, you got to think in any society, you're going to have people that are accused of things that didn't do anything.
Well, I thought that was important for the entire movie to the end, because that's what it was all about. They're like, they fucking did something to our people. We're going to take care of it.
Oh, interesting. Right. I didn't think about
Yeah,
that.
because like King Benny.
They all chipped in to take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's such an interesting take, because here's Brad Pitt, who went through all of this schooling and just getting his life, at least that together to become a prosecutor. And then he's just like, okay, it's time. Here we go.
Right.
This is what's going to happen now. And
well, his whole plan was to do that. That's why he became a lawyer.
Right.
Is to take these guys down.
yeah.
So Hell's Kitchen, do you guys know how that place got its name?
No.
Is it because of Daredevil?
Is it because of that one chef that's super mean to people?
Yeah.
And
that's it.
yeah,
No,
I thought so.
It's not. But since you mentioned Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage are all there, right?
Yeah,
is
they're
that
in-
correct? All at Hell's Kitchen. So in 1835, Davy Crockett said, "In my part of the country, when you meet an Irishman, you find a first-rate gentleman. But these are worse than savages. They are too mean to swab Hell's Kitchen." He was referring to the 5 Points, which is
Yeah,
this
they're in
area.
here.
So he is one of a few possible reasons why that area is called Hell's Kitchen.
What was Davy Crockett doing up there?
I don't know. He was buying knives.
How long? How long
that's,
did it fucking take to get there from here
I don't know.
back then?
Well,
Well, I
he was
would assume that you would have done this
took a train.
research.
Was that when the Capitol was in New York? Davy Crockett times?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway.
Was it in New York?
Yeah, the Capitol was in New York for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't
Would
know.
you guys like to join me in singing Davy Crockett?
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Nice.
So Hell's Kitchen's just a few blocks, right? It's not
Yeah,
very big.
it's not a huge area, but I mean,
Was he referring to New York in general, or just this sort of?
no, it was that
It's
5 Points
it's
area.
it's a neighborhood in New York called Hell's Kitchen.
Okay, and
it's for real.
is it still there?
Yeah, if you
It's
zoom
on
down
the-
in a Google map, it says Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah,
Right.
it's on the west side of Manhattan.
Yeah.
So the little phalange that comes down, that's Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's in the middle,
Right.
on the west side, and it's half of that part.
Can you imagine everybody's faces when they took the boards down from blocking the building, and it was a fucking Gap and Baby Gap there in Hell's Kitchen, and everybody was just like, "What the fuck is this coming to? We've got a Gap in Hell's Kitchen. There's a fucking Gap. Next thing you know, we're gonna have a fucking Subway. God damn it, there's a Subway up now. Son of a bitch, we've lost all control of Hell's Kitchen. Jesus Christ." Speaking of Hell's Kitchen, there's this place down in Austin, and they make pizza, and they like keep it really dark and play satanic music and shit. It's some good ass pizza. That's pretty much the end of that.
He waits 8 years to get even with that prick. He walks into a public bathhouse. The guy's soaking in the tub. King Benny takes out his front teeth. He lays him down on the sink. Then he looks over at the guy and he says, "When I look in the mirror, I see your face." Then he pulls out a gun. And he shoots the guy twice in each leg. Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Then he says to the guy, "Now when you take a bath, you see mine." No one ever fucked with King Benny after that. Revenge.
So obviously that's foreshadowing. I didn't put that shit together. Again, it's a long movie. There's a lot happening, but
But
it
would you
didn't
put your teeth on the sink though?
I don't know why I
was
put my teeth.
to remind him, you fucking did this to me.
Okay, that makes
but
sense.
I mean, you got that sink was not clean. Is
But
what I'm
8
getting at.
years to get your revenge is the foreshadowing to what he said with the Brad Pitt thing or whatever. Then now the movie makes a lot more sense.
I've actually done this.
What?
Fucking shot
I've-
somebody in the
No,
knees.
I've plotted revenge, like seriously plotted revenge.
Yeah.
But then, like a month later, I'm like, fuck it. I don't have time for some elaborate revenge plot. I mean,
Right.
I'm serious. Like I've been slighted so heavily before that I'm like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna come up with all these things and come around so that karma hits it. And a month later, I'm just like, fuck that.
All I have to say is, holy shit!
Yeah.
Don't fucking piss Rich off.
No shit, right?
Fuck.
For the first month, shit might go down, but after that, it's
That is so. I just don't have that in me.
I
It's
don't
such
either.
a weird thing for me. Like I'm more just like, fuck it. You know, I mean, of course, you know what? Nobody's ever fucking knocked my teeth out or put their TT in my butt.
exactly.
You know, so I mean, listen, you know what I mean? I mean, I could see myself if it were something happened to one of my loved ones or something where maybe I would have that in me, but that's some fucked up rage to
Yeah,
spend
I just,
8-10 years planning some shit.
I just get my feelings hurt, and I'm passive aggressive.
Should we have made some kind of a disclaimer? Like if you have been molested in the past, A, we're super sorry about that. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And B, maybe this isn't the episode you should be listening
That is good. Do you want me to do it now? Like, and you
It's-
put it in the front?
No, I think we'll just leave it right here. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Because
But I do want you to say something because I think it'll be hilarious.
well, dude, it's so weird because two of the podcasts, like Sword and Scale, just had an episode where they dealt with some stuff that was with children, and he doesn't usually do disclaimers, and he did one, and then, man, I'm listening to this. There's a podcast that I really like called Case File, and he's starting to build up. In fact, his Patreon is doing really well right now. And he has a 5-parter on the original Night Stalker, and I'm only on part 2, and it is fucked up. Like
Dude,
if you
that shit happened down the street
I know.
from where I grew up.
yeah, they talk about all that area.
It's
and
in
all that
Laguna Hills.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
lived in El Toro. It was fucking across the freeway.
Yeah, and but yeah, I mean, you can imagine if you were the victim of something like this, it might not be your episode or whatever. I mean, listen, here's the deal. There's some fucked up shit that goes on in this movie. Apparently, it's a true story, and the writer says he doesn't really have any reason not to believe the guy.
Right.
And
and the state of New York, and they're saying, nope, we don't know anything about this.
Yep.
Of course.
State of New York, all of the detention centers are, oh no, that couldn't have happened kind of thing. But this
Yeah,
fucking
right.
could have happened in
Totally.
1967. Are you
Fuck
kidding
yeah.
me? Like,
I would be surprised if it didn't happen.
why the hell did they have their own rooms? That's what I want to know. Like, why the fuck would you?
Well, it's prison.
Yeah, but still, like,
They
why
would've-
wouldn't you
why do
double
they-
them up?
Yeah, double them up.
I mean, it's just creepy. All around it's fucking creepy. Anyway, disclaimer. Consider yourself disclaimed. Also, where this guy is going to get called fat. So if you're fat, this is probably going to hurt your fucking feelings.
It hurt
You
my
let him
feelings.
be. Enrico Cyrus here has a thing for little girls with no legs.
Stay away from this fat man, all right?
You boys are soft like bread. It's going to catch up to you. And when it does, it's going to hurt bad.
What happens is our business, not yours, okay?
You gotta stay tough to be tough. Guy smells you when you're weak, eat you like a salad. You see that street? That street is the dish of life. And you boys are appetizers. Somebody gonna come along, eat you up, and forget about you by dessert.
Take it easy, fat man. It was just a stickball game.
Yes, but going soft is a habit. You have to keep yourself mean and cut your life around it.
Right, all right,
Don't
calm
wait for
down.
this.
It's like hanging out with fucking Confucius over here.
Be funny, limp dick. Look, this is just free advice from me to you. You take it or you throw it away. It don't matter.
Did y'all have a guy like that in your life? Like, that just
No.
fucking just,
Told it to you straight.
yeah. I mean,
No.
I really do try to be that dude because I get asked a lot, by young musicians or whatever. And I really do try. I mean, obviously not to this extent, but I really do try to just shoot really, really straight. Just be like, if you don't have the fucking, just the the attack mode and just the what this industry requires, and then just the ability to react when it just tears you apart, then fucking run away. Get the fuck out of here. Like, like it's crazy. But this is cool listening back to this. This movie, again, I didn't make a lot of notes because I felt like I needed to just watch it. But you hear the little guy, and when they're kids, is John, who ends up being the guy who shoots him first at the end. But you can hear him, here just going, what we do is our business, yada yada. And then he's the guy later that is just like, all I want to do is have one fucking night's sleep, where I don't have to fucking worry about something happening to me.
I tried to hit on a girl in a wheelchair once.
Yeah. Did you not?
She was not having it, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was the same night that I had the gay night in Germany. It was in Germany. It was that same night. I didn't really have a gay night.
Right. Now, I don't really understand. Why did the girl just not like you
she was German.
Did she think that you were fucking with her, or
I don't think so, because she was super attractive, and I was trying to seriously hit on her.
Sure.
But,
I mean, a wheelchair definitely does not make one unattractive. It's a fucking seat with wheels on it.
Yeah, she was definitely attractive. It probably was the language barrier, because I don't think she spoke English. Or
did you count to 10 for her or some shit? Because I can do that.
Let me change that. I am sure she spoke English. She was not speaking English to me.
Right, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing in France. They won't
If you're not trying to speak their language, they won't try to speak yours.
Because they think you're disrespecting them, but it's like, no, we just don't have the fucking education that you guys have. You fuckers
you
all
learn 2 languages.
You
we
guys
learned 1.
Some of them 4.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we had a merch guy who like fucking couldn't make sense of fucking anything in the world. I couldn't understand why you'd air condition a car and shit. But he could speak 4 languages.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, how the fuck? What? He's like, you just roll down the window. I'm like, it's fucking hot out there too. That's the reason it's hot in the car. He's just like, it just doesn't make any sense. Why you would air condition a fucking car? And I'm just like, well, you're a fucking idiot that speaks 4 languages.
You don't live in Texas.
Because it's 101 outside, it's 150 in here.
Exactly. I mean, Jesus Christ. But anyway, fuck it. The guy can speak 4 languages. Yeah. It's a good guy to have around sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when I believe we did take him to France, and the bootleggers come out like crazy, and he would always deal with the bootleggers in England, but the guys would go with him, but you just never know, when you're gonna like have to deal with that shit in another language, and the language barrier can get you in some fucking trouble. If you try to communicate, the best thing I guess is just to put your hands up, and be like, okay, fuck it, do whatever you want. We'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever hit on a girl in a wheelchair before. I think I probably have wanted to, but what's the move there? Do you here's the thing, like, what do you squat down? Because I
sat next to her.
That's rude, right?
What if you just say, oh shit, I didn't know anyone was sitting here?
Jesus Christ. This is probably our laugh. That's going to be our fucking most offensive episode
the
ever.
Most offensive
and
we're
not even trying. It's just, we're stumbling on all this shit.
I tried a little bit.
Yeah, that's a fucking good one, by the way.
It ain't gonna do you much good. Come on.
Take it easy. It's no time to get crazy.
You're going to jail and you don't even know what the fuck that means.
Ma, follow calma.
You stay out of it. He's just a kid. He shouldn't have to do time. Nobody in his family should have to do time. I've done enough time for everybody.
I was confused on this. I mean, just because I feel like...
Did you tear up at this scene?
No.
I totally teared up at this scene.
It was upsetting.
Well, you think he's pissed at the kid.
Yeah,
I was just
really...
The shit out of the kid,
confused.
And then he turns around and then now you feel his emotion about, I don't want this kid to have to go to jail.
Right.
I know I've been to jail. It sucks. I don't want this for my kid. And for the first time, you go, holy shit, this guy really loves his kid. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He belts his wife every once in a while because he can't control his emotions, but he really does. And that choked me up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that a thing though in some of the cultures like that, and where the son is treated, like a lot of times though the son can tell the fucking mom what the fuck to do, right? And I mean, I don't know. I may be getting
maybe
crazy
in Hollywood. I don't know.
Anyway, yes, it definitely threw me for a loop. He's just like smashing the furniture. You keep expecting him just to fucking go off on this kid, and he's just pissed.
Yeah,
You know,
just pissed at the world.
His poor kid has to. Well, let's talk about the accident. Let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about the fact that, it starts out as this prank. These are kids who are.
They're hungry and they want a hot dog.
Yeah, and they're fucking getting out. They have nothing else to do. They're laying on a.
It seemed like the perfect crime.
It really did, and yeah, because it's like either way, it's fine. He either chases me a little bit, and they get a free hot dog, or he doesn't, and I get a free hot dog.
The thing that you kind of have to go, well, wait a minute. This is a very small neighborhood community. Everyone knows everyone. Like, they're going to know who that kid is.
Well, he goes, I know you. He goes, I look like a lot of people. And that's probably true.
And where's the whole thing where like you do a crime in the kitchen and you get it's taken care of.
Yeah, but I think when you're talking about little boyish pranks like that, like just stealing bread and shit like that,
smashing people in the subway,
or maybe they went out of their neighborhood to do that part of it.
Maybe.
Like went out of Hell's Kitchen.
He went to their church, so I don't.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I mean, either way, I think that there's probably a difference between bringing heroin in and
a little bit
killing people in the subway.
Well, no, I just mean that had they gotten away with stealing fucking 4 or 5 hot dogs, it'd have been like, these boys, what the fuck? It's like,
maybe under the street doesn't count.
Maybe. Jesus Christ.
It's not technically Hell's Kitchen underneath.
It's Hell's Subway.
Knew exactly what was going to happen right when they fucking started with that cart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was just like, well, I either thought they're going to fucking hit somebody with this thing and they're going to fucking die, or the dude's going to get hit by a car.
Right.
I was like, somebody's dead right now. This is, and I had nothing to go on, but I'm like,
except for they said that this was the day that changed everything.
Sure. Yeah, right. I guess that's, but I mean, I don't know. That doesn't always mean death.
They set it up for you then.
I don't know. Maybe.
So you didn't mention if you liked the movie or not.
I absolutely loved it. I will say that I don't deal well with rape, period.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't like it. I don't like even on my true crime stuff, sometimes
anything with kids wig me out. I try to steer away from it.
Kids caught up in some crime and shit like that, or doing things, and
like kid and this kind of stuff.
Anyway, the rape is the thing. I don't know, and molestation and things like that. For me, I just can't do it. I don't deal with it well, and so. When I first saw the screen warning comes up and it's like brief nudity, language, rape. Yeah. I'm just like,
I noticed that too.
Fuck.
God damn it, Rich.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. And and Casey was laying there and she didn't say anything. I would have expected, so she probably didn't notice it because she would have just been like, hey, you're going to be okay. Anyway, I thought the movie was fucking awesome. I really did. I liked it.
It's one of my favorite movies from way back. It didn't hold up as well as I thought it would, but still held up really well. But I thought it was going to be. I mean, I think I had it in my top 10 or something like that. I don't think it warrants that at this point. And I think there was some directorial issues with some of it. I don't know. I had some director problems with the movie on this watch, but man, I really, it stuck with me. And I don't like any of that stuff either, but it's the whole revenge aspect, like where they get it at the end. Oh, shit. God damn it.
Yeah.
Bad pun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
They get the revenge at the end of the movie.
Right.
Like, totally makes it, turns it around for me and makes it not a movie that I would normally steer away from.
Yeah. There was a few little issues if we're going that direction that I had to. I didn't think that Dustin Hoffman's character needed to be a bumbling idiot. Like, that doesn't make a lot of fucking sense to me. I mean, he's a lawyer and he has done some shit. I mean, okay, so
he's a drunk and a gambler.
Okay, but he's a drunk and a gambler and he's this, but that doesn't make him.
They just wanted him to be a stooge, and getting a good lawyer was not going to break the law. They needed someone that was okay with the fix being in.
Right.
They needed someone that King Benny could order around
Right.
and tell him you're going to do this, you're going to do this.
It makes a lot of sense. I just didn't feel like, I just thought there's too much rustling with the goddamn paper, and it was just
it was to build tension, but yeah, I know what
get
you're
it.
saying.
No, I understand why everything the way that it was. Maybe it was just a little bit overdone.
But I think that was the whole director. There's a lot of little director things that I think that the choices were bad choices on an otherwise amazing acting across the board, an amazing story, everything. It was just the directing I thought wasn't. If it had a better director, I think it would have been a much better movie overall. But
I think one thing that I've felt like is super common, in a lot of friend circles or whatever, is like the Minnie Driver character who pretty much is in love with all four of them.
right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all four of them are in love with her.
right,
And I feel like that happens a lot.
yeah.
We're a friend group. It's just like everybody's in love with the same person, and everybody loves everybody. Kind
So
of thing.
Barry Levinson was the director. He did Rain Man.
Now he wrote, produced, and directed this.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, he adapted the screenplay
Right.
from the book.
Yes, but he gets a writer credit because what a fucking asshole. Speaking of Rain Man, we'll hear a Rain Man reference in 5 questions later.
That's true.
So this movie ticks all the boxes for the type of movie that I hate.
Really?
Yes. A, crime drama. Not my favorite.
Yep.
B, mafia. Hate mafia movies.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I
I love
hate 'em.
mafia movies.
C, rape.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
And D, lack of spaceships. So it's not my favorite movie. I thought it was well made. I appreciate the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that I like to watch.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's definitely a lot of parts of it that I had to kind of compartmentalize.
Even without the child rape, it's not the kind of movie I like to watch.
Yeah.
I definitely like mob dramas. Casino is probably my favorite movie ever. Then I like big sweeping epics where they cover a lot of time. Like I love that part of it, and that's another thing Casino does well as well. But
Yeah, definitely.
Like Monty Python and the History of the World.
not quite like that.
It's a good movie.
But I don't like rape though. Just for
Did
the
Monty
record.
Python do History of the World, or is that Mel Brooks?
That's Mel Brooks.
Oh,
I
what am
think
I
History
thinking
of the
of?
World
I think
is.
of Life of Brian.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Do you know who produced that movie?
Which
George Harrison.
Life of Brian?
Life of Brian. Yeah.
Before or after Channing?
I think.
Oh wait, I'm thinking George Hamilton. Never mind.
He will always be my Dracula.
Toss your clothes on the floor.
Here?
What do you expect in the dressing room? We don't have any. I'll lose the clothes.
In front of you?
Let's go, let's go. What's that piece of shit around your neck? Take it off.
There's Mary, the mother of God.
I don't give a fuck whose mother it is. Take it off. Everything.
You want me to stand here naked?
Now you're catching on.
Super creepy.
It's Mary, the mother of God.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck whose mother it is.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with getting naked, but let's get back to you not knowing who Mary is.
Yeah.
She's the mother of God. Do you not know who she is?
This is
Here,
the-
you want me? I'm sorry. You want me to pose my penis a little to the left? Okay, so this Mary lady is the mother of God. I'm sure you've heard of her. My New York accent is also terrible.
You kind of got into a John Travolta area
I don't
there.
know. I don't- just-
it's
I'm just
not
hanging
bad.
on for dear
Not
life.
bad.
this-
Yeah, so you know God, right? This is his fucking mother. I'm wearing it around my neck.
the second that Kevin Bacon's like, take your clothes off, Simone was like, this is going to be fucking horrible.
Yeah.
No, I think they dance around it pretty good.
Yeah.
Like they don't, they're not going to show it.
Well,
they
just
they
when he's like,
allude.
take your clothes off, she's like, this is what this is about. This is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it fucking was. I mean, it.
Well, this part was for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. And getting back into obviously we'll deal with this later, but I'm just sort of thinking about all the aspects of this revenge and stuff because it comes full circle for Rizzo too. So Rizzo's
right.
introduced during the football game, and then later that revenge is. And what's crazy is that all happens because of King Benny. Because King Benny sees that opportunity. Jesus Christ, it's all making sense, guys. I don't think I get a Pantera song, but I'm really understanding the movie.
Is there something softer than Pantera that we can play? Like in not a we solve the movie, but we understand the movie.
Davy Crockett.
I was thinking like some Sade or maybe.
We understand the movie.
Oh, I got it.
Casey. Oh, you already left it.
We understand the movie, guys. Or I could do your favorite.
Oh, how about some Enya? That'd be awesome.
Enya would be good. I got this. I understand the movie.
Seem to like the book. Count of Monte Cristo.
It's my favorite. I liked it more since I've been in here.
Why's that?
It's like he wouldn't let anyone beat him. The Count. Took what he had to take. The beatings, insults, and whatever. And he learned from it. Then when the time came for him to do something, he made his move.
You admire that?
Now I respect that.
So I've seen this movie, The Count of Monte Cristo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie. It starred Jim Caviezel,
Okay.
who also played Jesus. Guess who his mother is?
Mary.
Fucking Mary.
It's a fucking mother of God. Yeah, don't you fucking get it? Yeah. I get so confused about that. So in the Catholic Church,
Right?
Mary is the mother of God, or is God and Jesus are the same thing?
Well, I don't know.
So confused.
It's weird.
I don't know.
There's a Holy Spirit mixed in there somehow. I don't even know how that factors in.
Yeah,
It's like a third
Oh,
thing.
it's like the three things. I
Yeah.
get it. And then it's just, it's like,
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
we understand religion.
Why doesn't this kid go to this teacher and say, "Hey, you seem like a normal fucking
Reasonable,
caring,
right,
You
yeah.
care about what's happening to me. Fucking, I'm being raped."
Well,
Right.
it's the same reason that they don't tell the father. It's the same reason they don't tell
Yeah.
anybody, because they're told, hey, first of all, you're a criminal. You try to tell anybody anything, it's just going to get worse.
But it'd be like, "Hey, tonight, stick around.
Snitches get stitches,
And
as Casey would always
Just
say.
be down here and hiding, and
Yeah.
you're gonna see me get raped."
Yeah, there is going to be a penis in my asshole from one of these baton-carrying fucking motherfucking
He's going
New
to be-
York redneck motherfucker.
He's going to receive some penal code.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. It's in no
Another
way...
disclaimer: if this may not be your movie,
Listen, here's the thing. I don't think that I'm just as uncomfortable as you are if you're
So
listening to this. It's like I realize that we keep stumbling into like things, and these are uncomfortable laughs.
Yes.
But, like, in no way are we even like
Yeah.
looking at each other like, God damn, we're being fucking
We're-
hilarious.
we're-
We're all just like,
we're
Jesus
laughing
Christ, can we
'cause
put
we
this
don't know
out?
what else to do.
So I spoke too soon on Rizzo. Let's get into the Rizzo thing here.
It was only a game. Just a touch football game. Nothing more. But a game I wish we had never played. Guards against inmates. The guards practice 4 times a week. Our team was picked the Monday before the game. We had a 2-hour practice. Didn't matter much. We weren't supposed to win. We were just supposed to show up.
Who's the toughest guy out here? How do you mean tough? Who can talk and have everyone listen?
Rizzo. That kid over there.
So originally, this was supposed to be a children's version of The Longest Yard.
And then they kind of mixed,
And they
spiced it up a little.
It went in a different direction, huh?
It didn't test well. So they just fucking threw caution to the wind and just said, you know what? Fuck it.
Literally, fuck it.
Yeah, let's just give the guards all the power. I mean, here's the thing. Even if you're a fucking sicko and all of that, I mean, and I just don't understand. I mean, I don't not believe that this is a partially true story. I don't really have any reason to doubt that I mean, any more than I could say that fucking Goodfellas is fake.
This has happened one time before, not the criminal case part.
Yeah,
but
the criminal case is the most far-fetched
Right.
part. But just beating the shit out of children
I
and
know.
throwing them in a fucking rat-infested urine cesspool I mean, like...
Well, I think the kids did take. Now I'm because I'm saying this after you just said that. I'm sounding like I'm excusing the guard behavior, but I think they did take it a little too far. Like, why did they feel the need to be so blatantly in their face about it during the game? I just thought it was like, dude, you're asking to get the shit beat out. You know these guys are not nice guys, and then you turn around and do this anyway. What were you expecting?
Well, yeah, and I think what happened. I mean, that's it though with this Rizzo kid. They kind of got him in on it, and he's a little iffy. And then you get out there, and the adrenaline kicks in, and all of a sudden you got the fucking ability to be able to elbow one of those motherfuckers in the face.
Yeah, those tiny little kids elbowing those giant.
Well,
it
didn't seem like. I mean, it seemed like Rizzo was more of like a teenager.
Yeah,
and I don't think not everybody was getting the same treatment as these boys. These boys were just an easy target.
Yeah,
for these particular guards or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed a little bit far-fetched for grown adults to be able to fucking, body slam kids or whatever, and just because.
And then these old guys in the stands watching, no emotion. Yeah. They're just like, continue.
Yeah, continue playing sport. Rodon James.
Morning, how you doing?
There he is.
How's it going?
Are you repping Whitesnake today? What's on your shirt?
Poison.
No, that's a Volkswagen.
Oh, okay. Volkswagen, Whitesnake. Half of one,
Volkswagen,
half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, they're pretty similar.
Well, good morning. It's, 2:10 a.m. there in Jolly Good, England?
Yeah, it's very,
All right. Well, Rodden, welcome to the show. I'm going to loop in. See. Oh, there he is. He's coming in, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Pretty good.
I feel like it's been a long time since we've talked to you.
Can you give me an intro and just say...
I'm going to do that so you can do it in the show. Okay. But, like, if I do it now, then I'm going to do it right now. But I was just greeting them first.
I know.
How come Dave Murray's, like, way over to the side? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so if whoever talks, I think will pop up. All right, everybody, we're here to play a game called 5 Questions. Now, this game is an ever-evolving masterpiece of a game. It's better than any game show. It's better than Press Your Luck. It's better than Card Sharks. It's better than Love Connection. It's better than Who's the Boss. That wasn't a game show. I was just seeing if you guys are paying attention. And you are, like, you're actually paying attention this week. It's great. I mean, Rich hasn't even fucking touched his phone, guys. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, shit.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, where the fuck is your phone? You got cargo shorts on. You may never find it. Anyway, we're here to play a game called 5 Questions. Now, do both of you have something to write on or a tablet or something? Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. I love it.
Wow.
Now,
awesome.
So this is actually a game of versus, meaning it's Dave Murray against Rodon James. And it's the first ever one that we've ever had. It's almost like Celebrity 5 Questions because you guys are celebrities in your own right. Now, this game is called 5 Questions where we ask you 6 questions and the high score is 7. If there is not a tie at the end, Will's super hard bonus question does become the question where the loser
can steal the game.
Right. It's like that last question on Family Feud that just the real stupid family gets every time.
Right.
And then it's just like, damn it.
And then they blow the end.
Yeah, always. All right, are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Yep.
All right. In the movie Sleepers, we see the children growing up along the streets of an area of New York. What is that area called? And for a bonus question, worth no points, who do you expect to be cooking in that neighborhood? Who do you expect to be cooking in that neighborhood? All right, they're both writing vigorously. Now, do I go and see? Do we see what's going on for this question? All right, let's see your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and hold up your answers. Let's see, Satan.
That's backwards.
Satan. Oh, Hell's Kitchen. And you would expect Satan to be cooking. Now, that's Dave Murray's answer. Hell's Kitchen and Satan. Let's see where. Now, Hell's Kitchen, we got that right. And nobody.
I didn't have space to write it. You said no points.
Okay, so nobody got. Did anybody in the room know the bonus question?
I didn't.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep that one in my pocket forever and ever. All right. That was fantastic for our very first question of Versus. You guys both have 1 point. We'll go ahead and give them both 1 point. Question number 2, also relating to where the boys grew up. What popular game do the boys find themselves playing against an adjacent neighborhood? What popular game do the boys find themselves playing against an adjacent neighborhood? And for a bonus question worth no points, how much does each player have to give up if they lose? All right, here we go. So let's see the answers. If you got them, when you got them, hold them up. Stickball is right, and $1 is correct. Stickball and $1. That's right. Okay, the bonus question again.
Clap.
Oh, that's right. Okay, very good. It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's okay. Maybe the clap feature is gone. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're gonna figure this out eventually. Question number 3. You're both doing great, by the way. You both have 2 questions correct. Question number 3. In the movie Sleepers, perhaps the greatest actor of all time, arguably one of the greatest actors of all time, does play an attorney, and I'm not talking about Brad Pitt. Question number 3 would be, who plays the defense attorney in the movie Sleepers? The defense attorney in the movie Sleepers. Bonus question worth no points. How many toothpicks are in the box in Rain Man when the thing falls off the counter at the restaurant? How many toothpicks? Again, worth no points at all. Hold them up when you got them. Al Pacino is incorrect. I'm sorry. Let's see. Rodon James will now pull ahead with Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman is correct. We have our very first ever lead in 5 questions. Ever. So right now, Rodon James leads 3-2 as we go into question number 4 with a fucking bang. Question number 4. This movie stars arguably the most attractive man in the world, but according to Rich and I, he is the hottest man alive. Name this actor.
Not anymore.
All right, put him up when you got him, guys. Let's see. Brad Pitt. Both of them got Brad Pitt, so now it's a 4-2 lead. Now, don't worry, Dave.
No,
if this
4-3, right?
4-3 lead. That's right. Don't worry, Dave. Now, if this does go to overtime, you will have a chance to win the whole game by wiping him out with the super hard bonus question. So just try to keep yourself in the game as we go into question number 5. The last question from me. True or false? Minnie Driver has a pretty fucking awful New York accent. True or false? Minnie Driver has a pretty fucking awful New York accent. I got a yes and a true. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you both. That's fine. And so we go into Rich's bonus question with Rodon James leading Dave Murray with a commanding 5-4.
Okay, guys. When eating a Monte Cristo, do you A, dip it in raspberry jam, B, spread it on with a knife, or C, eat it without the jam?
Very hard question. All right, so the question is, when eating a Monte Cristo, do you A, dip it in the raspberry preserves, B, spread the preserves on it
with a knife,
or C, don't eat the raspberry preserves? Okay, let's go here. Okay, hold them up when you got them. Just guess. Okay, we've got no jam. Both of them go no jam.
Wrong. It is dip it.
Yep.
In
That
the
is
raspberry
correct.
jam.
You must dip it.
Yep. You must dip it in there.
Sorry.
That's a whole thing.
Can
Yeah.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. But
So,
I must have missed that.
Oh, please describe what a Monte Cristo sandwich
here's
is.
what a Monte Cristo sandwich is. It's a triple-decker
Turkey ham and
turkey
couple
ham
of cheeses,
and cheese
couple of different
sandwich.
cheeses sandwich.
Then they batter it and deep fry it like a donut. Sprinkle powdered sugar. No, cut it into like these little squares or
Right.
triangles. Then they sprinkle powdered sugar on it and give you a side of raspberry preserves.
It is amazing.
It's
the best thing that's ever happened.
It's
ever.
insanely good, but you can feel the cardiac
Yes.
arrest happening as you're
Absolutely.
doing it. But
Yeah,
you know, fuck.
Yeah.
It's it's like we gave up Long John Silver's 15 years ago. We can have a Monte Cristo every once in a while, right?
Right.
You know how it is. Okay, guys, that's fantastic. So here's where we're at. Radon now leads 5-4 over Dave. Both of them missed the bonus question. We will now go to Mr. Will Vark, the King of Sting, the Golden Boy, for his super hard bonus question. And remember this, Dave, if you get this right and Radon misses it, you steal the game. Here we go.
All right. In 1999, I met my wife on an airplane flying from Richmond to Dallas, Texas. On that same trip, I had to go to Austin to meet with one of the sales guys that I work with. That evening, me and their receptionist went to 6th Street, and I got a tattoo on my right shoulder.
Oh, okay.
What is that tattoo of?
What is the tattoo on his right shoulder, basically?
Best question ever.
Took us a while to get there.
It's got to be a naked woman.
We've got Dave's guess is a naked woman. Radon for the sweep, almost. Would you like to take a gander or a guess? Then I'll take a gander at the tattoo.
I have no idea. An anchor.
An anchor is a good guess, actually.
I'm sorry, those are both incorrect.
Sorry, those are both incorrect, and we will not reveal the actual tattoo because that is a reoccurring question.
It is. It's the second time.
That's right. So, unfortunately, we do have a winner and a loser in this for the first time in Jaret Goes to the Movies history. And here's the thing. Technically, the champion has been dethroned because Dave Murray was the first one. He's the only one that has actually always swept every single question.
That's
and
right.
he has his name on the non-existent plaque more times than anybody else on the planet. So you're both winners in my book, guys. Seriously, thank you for your support of the podcast. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I'm going to go have some soapy water and make a fucking fantastic podcast for you to listen to in a week.
Cool.
Okay, guys.
Cool.
Y'all are both the best.
Nice.
Congrats on the job, Dave. Rodden,
Sweet.
thank you for staying up, homie. And and also thank you for buying a ticket to my solo show. I'll see you in September.
I'll see you then.
All right. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.
Hello. It's been a long time.
Who the fuck are you guys? Who the fuck asked you to sit down?
I thought you'd be happy to see us. I guess I was wrong.
You know, I thought you'd do a lot better, you know? You know, with all that training, all that time you put in, just to end up watching someone else's money, that seems like a waste.
I'm asking now for the last time. What the fuck do you want?
Why don't you take your time? It'll come to you. I could see how you might forget us.
Yeah.
You know, we were just something for you and your friends to play with.
It's a little harder for us to forget. You gave us so much more to remember.
So here's what I thought about in this
How
scene.
do you not like Kevin Bacon in this scene?
I thought he was okay in this. It's more of the come on, like when he's trying to get the kid to undress. Or I didn't like it very much. But here's again, I'm not just punching holes in shit. I just wonder, like, why did he have to come to them? You know what I mean? Like, why
I
did
thought about that too.
they rule the fucking West Side or whatever? They're the West Side.
I think so much time had passed that
They're trying to forget it.
yeah, they just
Except for Lawyer Boy, he's got it all planned.
Right. Yes.
and it was
exactly.
far away. So I mean, it wasn't like in their neighborhood. The guy's not walking around in their neighborhood for them. It was upstate or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But they would have had to have done a lot of.
No, it wasn't upstate. He got a new job. He was like a security guard. For
He's
like,
No, I'm
drives
saying
an armored truck.
yeah, like a guard for a truck. Yeah,
the prison was like upstate.
yeah, right.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
Right.
And you know, in the prison, the kids were like, "We're never fucking talking about this. I never want to
Right.
talk about this again."
Exactly.
They all want to forget about it, except
Right.
for Lawyer Boy. I forget what his name is. He's like, "I'm gonna become a lawyer. I'm gonna fucking roll out this plan.
Yeah.
and nail these guys as hard
I'm
as
gonna
I can."
I'm gonna wait for the time when I have this kind of control.
And then Ryder Boy's like, I left it in the past. I'm gonna forget about this.
So it didn't shock you guys in a way where you were like, "Holy shit! What an amazing!" I think acting and just impact scene when he finally realizes who they are and he goes, "Oh, so how you been?" And it just keeps eating. Like it just, it breaks that tension in a way that I love that scene. I love when that happened.
He knew he was fucked.
Yeah, and he's that was a long time ago. I actually thought not that it's in any way remotely something that should have worked, but I thought he went with the best defense, which was, I was just trying to make you tough, like, what would make you tougher than this? You know what I mean? Like, but still, I mean, yeah, he knew he was fucked.
Yeah. I liked how they both knew they were going to kill him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they didn't even have to say it to each other. They're
No.
like, okay, let's do the guns, and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't even a
thing. We all would have shot him, right?
No.
For sure.
If this happened to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
You would have not shot him if this happened to you?
No.
Well, I disagree with you.
I'm
I disagree with your older, wiser self. If you had been...
I'm not a killer.
Well, I don't think they started out being killers either.
I don't know if you would have either given these circumstances, because you would be more of in the position of the newspaper guy. Like, that'd have been like the way you turned out. Like, you'd have been a responsible dude, staying in touch with your parents and shit,
Still would have sniped him from 2 buildings away.
Yeah. Right. It's like as if that's a thing, but whatever.
If I had gotten it all done in a month, but after that, then I would have said, okay.
I don't know. I don't think I would have shot him, but I definitely could see myself following the guy home and fucking setting his house on fire.
All right. I mean, however you want to do it.
Because, I don't know. But
we're all killing them.
And also, here's the thing. If these guys are killers, they already kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they get caught for this one?
It was so blatant in the open.
It probably was just like, we don't care as long as this guy dies. I don't know. I thought about that too, but
I think you're right. I think they're like, this guy's fucking dying and whatever.
Dying now.
That's what but you would have thought, though, being in that neighborhood, Hell's Kitchen, being a member of that gang, that everybody in that fucking bar that they've obviously been in before. Exactly.
I see nothing.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, why the fuck would
the bartender didn't say shit. He wasn't even on the list.
Yeah.
So I got the fact that the 2 businessmen had to be convinced not to talk because they weren't from there.
Right.
But the couple sitting there, you'd think the last thing they would want to do is talk.
Maybe the couple wasn't from there either.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, fuck.
I like the whole plot point where, because they were juveniles, their records were destroyed after 7 years, so they were never there.
Right.
So the whole point of them even bringing that up is like unprovable, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So he had to get them, the one guy, the only thing he could do to him was get him to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the judge is like, you might want to stay around the house. Some people are going to be coming to talk to you, if you know what I mean. But,
for me, as far as movie fantasy is concerned, I wish they tortured these guys a little bit more.
The other guys, yeah.
All of them.
It seemed
I thought you were talking about the
a
kids.
little quick.
Yeah. I mean, just from, because I'm not statistic like that, and I wouldn't have killed him in real life, but for the movie, it would have been more revenge porny for them to get a little bit more. If Tarantino made this movie.
I actually 100% agree. When they started shooting Kevin Bacon,
leave him alive a little bit longer.
well, I thought, okay, they're going to shoot him in all 4 fucking limbs.
If Tarantino had directed this film, I would have been pretty badass.
Maybe I'm finally going to get on board with a reboot. But seriously, I thought they should have shot him in the dick and all 4 limbs and just walked out, and
Left
just
him alive.
Fuck this guy's up. I mean, but not just in the leg, kneecap, penis, elbow,
Right.
and just fucking walk out. That's it. Your life is fucked.
Keep on living
forever. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe cut off his ear. Maybe.
Or bullet through the tongue.
Or just fucking.
Yeah. Or knife through the tongue.
Yeah. Have a little fun with it first.
Like recircumcise him. Now, see, that's getting into some shit he would have done to you. So we can't have that.
I'm not taking this case to win. I'm taking this case to lose.
What does that mean?
It means it's payback time. Look, John and Tommy started this. It's begun. It's messy. It's not how I had it planned, but here it is. You and I, we can finish it.
Finish what, Mikey?
You read The Count of Monte Cristo lately?
I don't know. 10 years ago.
See, I read a little bit of it every night.
These boys are both great in this fucking movie. Brad Pitt's awesome.
Definitely.
Jason, what's his face, is fucking great in this.
Definitely. Did did this confuse you that the main character, who was the only guy that always read the Monte Cristo book,
wasn't the guy that was
isn't
reading
the guy with the
Yeah.
plan? And Brad Pitt's character never even acknowledged the existence of the book in his childhood. So it was super weird, that little crisscrossy thing.
Yeah, it confused me so much. I didn't know who was
Right.
the kid that went with the adult.
Right, exactly. You're like,
that
I thought maybe I had to look that up too. I was like, okay, I just want to make sure because he
Would
was
you
the guy.
call that the Monty crisscross?
Yeah. That was a complaint I had with this movie. I didn't know who these people were. These 4 kids. I confused all of their names. I didn't know who they were talking about.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of thought that made it. Was that part of what was supposed to happen? Like, we had to kind of try to. I mean, you knew who the main character was. That you knew that he was the writer guy, right? I mean, obviously, because they call him fucking Shakes.
I thought he was Brad Pitt because I'm like, Monte Cristo.
I did look because I thought maybe I'm getting this wrong. I had them all right, but then I said, well, maybe I'm getting it wrong because of the Monte Cristo thing.
It threw me off.
And
too.
I went and looked it up online. I was like, okay, that's odd, and that's why I wrote that note down because I was like, that's weird.
I didn't have that same problem. I had it all fucking straight, but I'm fucking good at watching movies. You know what I mean?
You're good at a lot of things.
Well, that's fucking true. So yeah, I mean, and he does point out that he's had it planned the whole time. This is not how he anticipated it to start. I think, he had bigger ideas and probably ways to do it a little bit more legally, but here we go.
Normally, I'm totally into Brad Pitt. Normally,
yeah.
In this movie, something that really bothered me about him, he had a real juicy mouth.
Yes, I noticed that
time.
too. Maybe he was just eating.
His
He's
lips
always
were always wet. His
Yeah.
bottom lip was always juicy, and I'm like,
I noticed that
what? too.
I couldn't put my finger on him as soon as you said juicy.
That is not what I thought you were going to say. It's when he would try to do, because you talk like, I even do this. Like, I played golf today with a couple of my friends from Wichita Falls, and I can hear myself talking like a Wichita Falls, like I can hear, hey baby, it's mama. I mean, like I can hear myself doing it. So when they would all be together, or when he would do the overt New York accent, I'd be like, maybe
his accent wasn't super.
Maybe
great.
we just go with you fucking lost that in law school. Right. I mean, not very good.
Well, Brad Pitt's a method actor, and Kevin Bacon liked it wet. So
Jesus.
Wow.
Christ.
I'll cut that out.
No, you won't.
I don't need Yankee tickets, Father. I need a witness.
What about the life that was taken, Shakes? What's that worth?
To me, nothing.
Why not? Tell me.
He was a god at Wilkinson's. All right?
Father Bobby was going to be involved. He deserved to know what he was getting into. If he wasn't, I trusted that the truth would go no further than his room. I thought that Carol needed to know as well.
So Father Bobby was, he was a street kid.
Mm-hmm.
Had to make a decision. Got a bunch of friends that ended up in jail.
No, he went with too.
Did he? Okay, so I thought that maybe that might be a thing that he had gone, and then
yeah, because he had his best friend or whatever was there too, or whatever, right?
He went into the priesthood afterwards, right?
Right.
But
he went into this juvie place, right?
Mm-hmm. The same place.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, him and his best friend went there. His best friend ended up dead, shot, and then he ended up in the priesthood.
Wow. No, I didn't realize that he had gone to the same place. Now, was Kevin Bacon there when he was there?
I don't think so.
Because this is getting fucking dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get some therapy, guys.
Like what? How many degrees of Kevin Bacon could that possibly be? Like
one. Direct contact.
God damn it. Hit a clip quick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shakes met with Father Bobby 2 weeks ago. He hasn't heard from him since.
It's not an overnight decision for him.
What if he doesn't testify?
And then we got a very serious problem. Have Shakes talk to Father Bobby again. Have him tell him the the whole story, he'll know what that means.
He already has.
What?
I was with him when he talked with Father Bobby. I heard everything, Michael.
This is heavy. Obviously, I teared up here.
Yeah.
This is that's a hard clip to be funny after.
Well, I teared up in the last clip when he was telling the Father Bobby about what happened to him.
Yeah, same. That's
what really upset me. It was like letting it all out. This scene where he's talking to her on the subway, and
he
he's like
thinks he's in the CIA,
and he's doing
disappears
some he's doing some weird fucking thing with her hair.
Yeah,
and it was creepy as shit.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah. I mean, that shit's like a Brillo pad. You can fucking get your hand stuck in there. Her hair. I mean, how do you escape so fast? Well, to break this up, I think there's only one thing we can do, and that is we can ask Rich. Hey, Rich, Minnie Driver, would you do her?
Yeah, I think I would.
Oh my God, that is shocking to me.
I had a thing for her from Good Will Hunting that went on for quite a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had, it was the English accent, and something about her mouth is like weird, but strangely attractive. I don't know. It's
juicy.
She has her whole jaw thing going on. I don't know. I don't understand why I like her. It doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, I totally would.
She's definitely same. I mean, I don't know that I've ever had I don't really think about her ever, but I
had a thing for like a serious thing for a while.
Yeah.
After Good Will Hunting, I was like all into her. It tapered off, but
I think she's beautiful, and I like healthy Minnie Driver, not like anorexic.
Yeah, I get it. Same. Now, Will would not do her. You know why? Because he's fucking married.
He's happily married.
Yeah.
Fucking married.
I'm married, and I'd fucking totally do her. Not like while I was married, but I'm just playing the fucking game here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Unlike some people.
I'll look up our friend and collect the money he owes me.
He owes you something more than money.
Ain't nothing worth more than the green.
Business.
What, old man? What's this guy owe that means more than dollars?
He owes you Rizzo. He's the man that killed your brother.
They said he died of pneumonia.
They said.
One conflict that I bet is explored in the book, and I meant to mention it earlier, but when Kevin Bacon is making them eat their lunch on the floor in the thing, and then the other guard comes in, and it's the guy from the head of the hospital on that show, Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, yeah.
Like, that had to have turned into some kind of thing. Like this guy.
It was like a Arliss in the Parade kind of deal where it's like, oh, this guy's gonna be a thing, and then it's not.
And then it's just not a thing.
Yeah.
I fucking keep forgetting about Arliss in the Parade. But yeah, I mean, obviously you can't fucking put a book in even a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah.
But that guy had to have been like, at some point, like a confidant or something to these boys.
And then he was pulled away from them, which made it even more bleak for them, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure. It's like transferred to another building or whatever.
If you've read the book and you're listening, let us know what happened in the book.
Yeah, with that conflict, it would be interesting to know, like with Kevin Bacon and the African American officer, that the actor is the guy from Grey's Anatomy. If you've seen the movie as well.
What's the deal with that?
What's the deal with that?
So, was he not going to mention this to him? King Benny, was he not going to mention the whole murder brother thing?
I think
because he was walking out the door. He was halfway out the door.
Yeah.
And the other guy just says some random statement off the cuff, and then he turns around and goes, well, he's the one that killed your brother.
Maybe as he passed the corner, he'd like step back and go, and he murdered your brother. If it didn't come off the way he wanted it.
Okay.
Or maybe he would have gotten. I mean, he has his ways of doing shit. Maybe he would have just gotten word to him.
Because the whole point was for them to revenge against that dude.
Sure.
And if he hadn't mentioned it, he would have just gotten the $8,000 and then called it a day.
Right.
That wasn't part of Brad Pitt's plan. Is my point. Look, Benny almost fucked it up.
Well, King Benny's smooth as shit. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, King Benny knows what the fuck's going on.
I think it worked for the drama of the scene, but it didn't fucking make any sense why you would do it like that.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm with you guys now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, the one guy's life is obviously destroyed. Kevin Bacon's dead. This guy just gets assassinated or whatever. You would have you'd have thought that they would have buried him alive or some shit. You know, like, I mean, I don't know. Fuck. What else could we do to the guy?
Well, he was pretty messed up before they took him to the airport.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of him, didn't they? What a good place to shoot somebody, though. Nobody's gonna fucking hear that.
Yeah, right.
You know, with the planes going over.
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, but it was in fully lit.
Yeah, it was
lights.
super lit. I thought about that too. It's like, can we go over a little bit to the dark part?
Well, you know, they light scenes in movies so you can see them. That's a thing.
What is the relevance of this? So Ralph Ferguson is a Sunday school teacher. I don't know, counsel. What you're asking is highly unusual.
I understand that, Your Honor. Again, I need to put a face to the victim. Otherwise, just another name in the obituaries.
Mr. Snyder, any objections?
I don't have a problem with it.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call Ralph Ferguson to the stand.
Yeah, this was a fucking fantastic move, and then he's just like,
yeah.
I mean, obviously it falls apart in
The
Brad
judge
Pitt's
is like,
face.
this kind of backfired on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a bad
Jesus
mistake on
Christ.
my part. Sorry.
Don't really know what to do here.
This was a great scene, though. I mean, you could totally visualize the demons that this guy had that were just haunting him, as now he's obviously a reformed, well, maybe, let's hope he's a reformed Sunday school teacher. But maybe he's still fighting his demons. I don't know. But you could definitely see that in the scene, which I thought was
good. You're hoping he put that away when he left that job.
Gotta hope.
But Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was great acting as well, you know. And again, so in this scene, Dustin Hoffman isn't the fucking bubbling idiot. You know what I mean? So, well, I guess he kind of is. This is where he almost doesn't ask the right follow-up.
You kind of see him going, I'm doing good. I'm getting confidence. I'm getting this, you know, this is going well now.
Right.
And you kind of see him kind of rise. I bet in the book, again, that's probably a bigger aspect of him being this reject and him getting some sort of second wind on life because of this or something like that. We should rewrite this book based on this movie.
100%.
One question I have about these child rapists gang that they have at this, how do you come up with this gang of child rapists in this
thought about that
because
too.
it's like, do you go like, hey,
do you like raping kids too?
I like rapey kids.
Yeah.
Do you like raping kids? Because we could take a few of them down.
Does it start with just beating them up and looking a blind eye and then participating and then, you know, obviously, I mean, I guess
bet it starts out like almost like fraternity hazing.
Yeah, and then
like,
yes,
touch my dick, you know. Hey, he's you know, and then it just sort of escalates, and then you kind of see it went from just suck my dick to now the guy's visiting him in his cell at night, you know, and I feel like that's probably how it's sort of started.
Yeah, that's a fucking great example. I mean, how just medieval it becomes. You know, it's not even that. It's almost like caveman-y, like just you know, just that sort of deal of like.
And I'm completely guessing. I have no knowledge of how things start.
No, but you would. Yeah, but you know, in those situations, like you know, the fraternity thing or whatever, like you know, we're gonna fucking shove this baseball in your ass, and then you know, next thing you know, like you got a kid dead with a baseball bat in his asshole. You know, I mean, it's then you just got all these fucking kids going, I don't have any idea how the fuck that happened. Like, yes, I was there, but I don't know why I did that. You know, but I mean,
we took this too far.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Like, how do you not the first night? How are you not just going home and being like, whatever the fuck just happened, that needs to you know that I'm gonna put a stop to that
because like in the last day of that one guy, that Monte Cristo guy, that his last day, they're like walking down the hallway, like talking about shit, like it's just an everyday thing. We're gonna fucking rape these kids.
Yeah.
Hey,
how was your lunch? Fuck yeah, let's get rapey.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's the way it was for them. How do you even get to that point?
I don't know, but I'm
with a group of people.
Right. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I mean,
I'm just saying it's
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking evil as crap.
Yeah, and that's that. Yeah, I mean, it's such a fucking interesting question. Like, you're a fucking sicko, fucking child rapist ass fucking face.
And you found 3 other
well,
fucking
yeah,
sickos?
and you found 3 other
See, I don't
shit
think.
bags.
I think Kevin Bacon is the sicko. Maybe the Sunday school teacher probably had some tendencies or something. The other 2 were just idiots that were going along trying to be cool, and it just got out of hand, I think.
Hey, child rape.
Because there's no way that
it makes you
there's
cool.
4 fucking full-on pedophiles.
Right.
Unless, hey, where else would you work if you're a pedophile?
Little boy prison.
Think about the Catholic Church.
I don't know, Sunday school?
There was a shit ton of priests that were pedophiles because that's where you go.
Right. Yeah.
When you want to be around young boys that are impressionable.
That's fucking terrifying.
Apologies to all Catholics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Body of Christ.
Let me get this straight then. No one knew you were going to the game. No one saw you at the game. No one saw you buy tickets for the game. There's no record you even bought tickets. You have no receipt for the tickets. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Then how do we really know, Father? How do we know you and the 2 defendants were at the game on the night of the murder?
I'm telling you as a witness and as a priest, we were at the game.
Yes, as a priest. And the priest wouldn't lie. Am I right?
A priest with ticket stubs wouldn't need to lie. And I always keep the stubs.
Yeah, I hear the moisture in his mouth now. You can actually just hear it like as he's talking. Going,
Yeah, it's like.
that is fun.
And
Dude,
his bottom lip is shiny.
I am glad that would drive Casey fucking nuts if we pointed that out and she heard that. Like, there's no way she would survive that.
So do you think that he actually had those
I don't
tickets,
know.
or
This
were they
bothers me.
because
No.
they didn't show them to anyone?
Nope. Here's what
I
happened.
bet they were just freaking regular tickets, and they didn't even put them into evidence.
Well,
and-
because
You're
the
right. I
defense
didn't even think
attorney is
about
his
that.
man, no one's going to ask for it.
Remember when this is all about to happen and they don't know if he's going to show up, and the guy comes in the church, the gangster guy, he goes to a pew in the hymnal or whatever, picks up an envelope or whatever, and then he bows out and goes out. So that's where the exchange happened. So they went back and that dude found that shit or whatever, and it was a
Right.
transaction that happened.
Gotcha.
And whatever. So he set him up with that. So
I
yeah.
totally missed that.
Yeah, but that was I was
catch.
like, well, when that happened, I'm like, okay, obviously he's testifying.
I thought he was just saying, yeah, he's going to testify.
Yeah. Well, he took an envelope out, and I don't remember if he left anything or what, but that was
Yeah, that
definitely
makes
the
sense.
exchange
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
That makes sense.
And so at that point, I was just like, well, shit, what would he have bought off of him? And then that I knew right then when they were like, he went to basketball game, he's got the fucking ticket stubs.
Yeah.
And he sure as hell did, you know?
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. So just a quick rundown of the movie Sleepers, if you guys don't mind. I'd just like to take a minute and just run it back for everybody who hasn't seen it.
That'd be great.
Spoiler alert.
Just in case you skipped to an hour and 45 minutes into the podcast.
Right.
And you want to catch up.
So here's what happens. These kids, they grow up, they're on the streets or whatever, they're playing stickball, everything's fine. They get a tan one day, fucking run downstairs, run a fucking hot dog truck into a fucking subway stairway, kill a guy, all while the fucking hot dog truck guy's whole life is just shattered everywhere and hot dogs flying all over the place. Next thing you know, the door slams and they're getting raped and shit by all these guards. The guy from Footloose comes in and he's the worst fucking guy ever. He's scarier than John Lithgow in any movie he's ever been in. That fucking shit is the damn truth. The guys never get to eat because apparently they can only eat off the floor. The next thing you know, they play football. The Burt Reynolds is the quarterback. They fucking beat the guards. Game ball. That fucking line happens again. They get out. 10 years later, everybody fucking dies. That's the movie.
Where was Minnie Driver?
Minnie Driver's fine. She's now shacked up with the 2 of the dudes.
Yeah, they're polyamorous relationship.
I didn't need a synopsis for this one. I just thought I would throw that in for good measure. This one pretty much, we kind of went through it, didn't we?
On March 16th, 1984, John Riley's bloated body was found face up in a tenement building, right next to the bottle of boiler gin that killed him. At the time of his death, he was a suspect in 5 unsolved homicides. He was 2 weeks past his 29th birthday. Thomas Marcano died on July 26, 1985. He was shot at close range 5 times. The body lay undiscovered for more than a week. There was a crucifix and a picture of St. Jude in his pocket. He was 29 years old. Michael Sullivan lives in a small town in the English countryside where he works part-time as a carpenter. He no longer practices law, and he is never married. He lives quietly and alone. Carol still works for a social service agency and lives in Hell's Kitchen. She has never married, but is a single mother supporting a growing 12-year-old son. The boy, John Thomas Michael Martinez, loves to read and is called Shakes by his mother. It was our special night, and we held it for as long as we could. It was our happy ending, and the last time we would ever be together again.
I feel like happy ending was a bad choice of words. Great fucking movie. I mean, obviously super heavy. I hope that we didn't offend anybody. Definitely not our intention. Our intention is to talk about a movie and entertain you. And some pretty fucking heavy topics in this one, you know? I mean,
we were just as uncomfortable. Don't worry.
100%. That's just it. I think we were all cringing along with you. You know, I mean, you know, I hope that none of you have any of this in your life, and I hope that none of us ever do. And Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to thank the people who have shared our podcast post that we do. And a few of you are Sean Umbeck, Mark Ryan, Rodden James, Chris Pulse, Angie Thorin, Rodney Clement, Chris Odell, Wendy Croft, Person Carr, Paul Gonzalez, Irene Reed.
Irene, I think is how
Irene Reed, Jake Bradford, Stephen Barton, Corey Dobbs, Barry Ferguson, and Rodden James again. Thank you, Rodden James, for doing it twice. He does that motherfucker just need to be mentioned?
Two different. Yeah,
I'm kidding. If you shared your post and you didn't hear your name, it's because your privacy settings are preventing us to see it. So mark it public next time so we can read your name in the sharing list. I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you, those of you who have been reviewing the show. Thanks for everybody being patient on our day off. It was much needed a couple of weeks ago. We are going to have another couple of weeks off coming up. It's becoming a little bit more difficult for us to do the show if on the weeks that I'm touring. We're going to work around it as best as we can, and we're doing all we can to design a plan that will make everybody super happy. But for the most part, we'll be here every single week on Jaret Goes to the Movies, and you can find us on all the socials at Jaret Goes to the Movies. Of course, our website is jaretgoesthemovies.com or Jaret Movies on Twitter and Instagram. You can suggest and vote for future movies on Reddit at r Jaret Goes to the Movies.
That's blowing up, by the way.
Oh, awesome. I don't even know what Reddit is. One day I'm going to take a class on that, and what's the thing where you can share your photo, but they can only see it for like 5 seconds?
Snapchat.
Snapchat. I got to figure that out. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, and everything by searching for Jaret Goes to the Movies. Find me on all the socials at JARET2113. Find Rich on all the socials by using Rich Coleman TX. Casey's all over the place at Casey Yant. And Will with one L, Will Vark. Thank you guys so very much for listening. I know this was a heavy one, but what a fucking great movie. I'm actually glad. This show blesses me all the time with actually just getting to at least see movies that I would have never seen otherwise. So one thing to be thankful for, and we will see you down the road.
I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the road.